Hello, today we're going to focus on the glutes and the adductors. We're going to use a foam roller to release the back line of the body and the deep core line of the body. We know that the diaphragm is part of the deep core line, so another thing we're going to do is focus on the breathing when we go into these exercises. Let's start off sitting on the roller. We're going to release the glutes, bringing your foot onto your knee. If this is not possible, if you haven't got enough rotation in the hip, then you can extend your leg and focus on even a bigger range of movement. Come right into the lower back. So start small, get your balance, and make that movement bigger. The third option is to take your yogic lock, so your middle and your index finger, onto your big toe and lift the foot higher. So you're getting a little bit more weight into the roller. Your supporting buttock is off the roller, so you're focusing on the one with the leg lifted or extended. Work right into that lower back part of that back line of the body. Let's go over and do the same thing to the other side. So feet flat. On your supporting foot, lift that buttock off the roller and your yogic lock on your big toe, your ankle over your knee. Turn your foot out so you're opening up more into the hip, the sole of the foot facing you. Use your thumb to push the ball of the big toe open, and you'll open the hip a little bit more. Your third option, to extend that leg in a nice big range of movement, up and down the side of the leg. We're working a little bit into the lateral line here as well. So the side of the leg where the glutes, we have the glutes muscles as well. From there, we're going to come onto hands and knees. Now we're going to bring the roller parallel to the mat, on the side of the mat. Come into a plank position and bring your knee up onto the roller. Now your supporting foot, I want you to extend or take your supporting foot to the outside of the mat, so you're opening up more into the hips. I'll show it to you from this angle, and you're rolling along the inner thigh, those adductor muscles. Bring your knee up onto the roller, your foot out as far as you can take it. Keep the knee in line with the hip and roll from the knee all the way up to the inner thigh and the groin. Continue to do that. Now somewhere along that line, that line of the adductors, you should find a trigger point. So somewhere that's a little bit sensitive that you need to release a little bit more than the rest of that line. Bring the foot, so rest the roller on that trigger point. Bring the foot off the roller, and now you're just releasing into the hip a little bit more. I want you to lift and lower that foot. Get a nice rotation. Now some of you might not have a big range of movement. Start off small, and the size of that will increase. Let's come onto hands and knees and move over to the other side. So start off lying on your front, curl your toes under if you want to come into the plank position, and lift up, bring the knee onto the roller. If you don't want to go into the plank position, just drop down onto your supporting leg and your abdominals. Roll along the inner thigh, all the way to the hip. Nice and slowly. We want to hydrate and stretch the fascial tissue, so the movement is nice and slow. Remember that supporting foot to be as wide open as possible. Let's drop down onto your supporting leg. Release the foot. Stay in the plank position if you want to. And now lift and lower that foot. Drop down onto the elbow, and then you should get a nice rotation in the hip. Finding that trigger point along the inner thigh. Good. From there, just come onto your hands and knees and just stretch it out there and bounce. In this position, we want the knees and the hips in line, and then extending there, getting a nice stretch across those pectoral muscles. Just bounce the chest up and down. And it'll give you a nice stretch in the arms. And roll back up. Take the roller to one side and drop onto your elbow. Extend your legs to the diagonal and keep the knee, the elbow and the shoulder in line. Take the top foot and bring it just above the knee. Now we're using that top foot to create a little bit of resistance to push down, as well as opening up in the supporting hip. So you want the sole of the foot to face your hip. From there, we are going to drop slightly back into your top hip. So you want to take a nice deep breath in here. Open up into the diaphragm. As you breathe out, bring the knee up to the elbow and lift that extended leg. Breathe in. Use that top foot to create some resistance. So push down, activating the adductors. And breathe in and open up. So you're lifting and you're activating the glutes as well, especially in that bent leg. I want you to really squeeze to help you with your balance. Breathe out. Breathe in. And open up. Lengthen there. Create space to breathe into. Breathe out. Breathe in. And open up. And again. Breathe out. Push on that knee. Breathe in. And open up. Again, you're focusing on breathing through the nose. And breathe in. Let's do another 2. And breathe in. And the last one. And breathe in. Same thing over to the other side. Extend that bottom leg slightly to the diagonal. Turn your foot out. Open up in the hip. And push that knee back. Bring the hand behind the head. And take a nice deep breath in so you're opening up. As you breathe out, you're dropping back into the top hip and tucking. Breathe in. And open up. Breathe out. Good, nice deep breath in. Open up. Breathe out. Again. And breathe out. For 4. And breathe out. Breathe in, open up. Let's do another 3. Nice deep breath in and open up. Breathe out. Last 2. And breathe out. And the last one. And breathe out. Come onto your back. For this next exercise, we're going to take the foam roller. You're going to bring your feet side by side, so there's no space between the feet. We're going to activate the deep core line and those adductor muscles, those inner thigh muscles, but the glutes will also need activation in this exercise. Roll down through your spine, squeeze the roller. For 1 minute, we're going to focus just on the breathing. So squeeze the roller and don't let the roller pop out from between the knees. You want to hold onto that roller and squeeze and activate the inner thighs. The glutes will also work. And then just focus on the belly button, rising and falling. Another option is to push your pelvis up to the ceiling. That way you'll activate those glutes a little bit more. And then focus on rising and falling into the belly button. Nice diaphragmatic breath. Again, focus on nose breathing. And you're squeezing that roller. Hold it. And just focus on your breathing. Keep squeezing the roller. One thing you might want to consider is bringing the feet closer to the tailbone so they activate the glutes a little bit more. And breathe. Keep going. And slowly roll down through the spine. Release the roller, hug the knees into the chest. Lengthen your legs out into shape, give them a good shake. Hug the knees into the chest and just rock forward and back into a seated position. Now when we're doing those diaphragmatic breaths, holding the roller between the knees, we want to focus a lot on that exhale. So you really want to focus on slowly exhaling and getting all of that air out of the lungs before you have to, and that reflex action has to kick in to inhale again.